Hello, this course is a introduction for InDesign, and we're going to make a pocket calendar. So I'll demonstrate the basic design pattern of InDesign using dynamic design. So by the end of this course, you will have a pocket calendar and you can print it, and it'll be ready to go. You can market it, give it to a friend, be it as you choose. The way we're going to do that is we're going to use a couple of programs. So you should have a basic understanding of the applications. First and foremost, InDesign and Adobe Acrobat. Just some tools like merging documents, and we're going to be using Excel and possibly Photoshop, but you can use any photo editor. Great. So that is going to be just the applications we'll use. So InDesign looks like this, and we'll set up a document here. It will be letter size. We're going to have it portrait style, and we're just going to use one page. And then for Excel, we're going to use this for data merging. And we'll save this as month in a folder called working. And we'll save this as month as well. So that's our setup, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lecture. Welcome back. Now we're going to be using the utility data merge, and we're going to export it to a PDF. So the first thing we're going to do is, this is an example calendar. So we're going to start with January. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and going to use that as a reference. See if I can keep this on top. Nope. Because what we'll do is we'll make an Excel. We'll make an Excel .csv file of January, and we'll make a image of the calendar box, and we'll import into InDesign, and then we'll export to PDF. So the first part here will, if you look at this, this is a, this can be broken down into how many? Let's see, 5 rows of 7, starting on Sunday. So that's about 35. And we'll call those indexes. Start at 1. and we'll call this weekday, and it'll begin on Sunday. So, and this is day, and this will be image. That will be the image for each box. So you actually have to call it, the heading has to have an @ symbol to reference the file. So we'll have to copy and paste that there. And January starts on a Monday, so we'll have 1 here, equal 1 plus. And it ends on a Wednesday, so it'll go all the way to here, 32. And this will be box.jpg. Great, so that's our month, and we'll save it as just press continue there. So now we'll open up our InDesign, and now we're going to be creating the calendar box. And I want to do this in Photoshop. We're just going to create a rectangle. It'll be square. And it's going to have no fill, black outline, and we'll call it 5px. Yep, that's good enough. And now we'll trim. And we'll save as. Working. Actually, we'll export this. Box.jpg to file folder working, and that's good. So now we'll create the layout. So create a square here, and it has to be 7 across. So if that's 41, it's about 5 each. So we'll call it at 5. And we'll also need a placeholder for the day, which we can put in the top left. Great, so now we're going to import it into the InDesign. So we'll do View, Window, Utilities, Data Merge. Select data source, and we want the CSV file. Which happened to be right there. So We're gonna see if we can put this back to the other. Great. So index, weekday, day, and image. So we want the day to be right there, so we'll click on that. And let's adjust that to be 10. And we want it to look nice, so we'll have something like so go to our selector again and click on image. We'll place the image there. So that's ready. Preview it. Can't see the day. Wonder why. Now you don't want two ones there, so we're going to make sure we can see the selection. Maybe if we zoom in. Oh, I know why, because the first day doesn't appear there. So we'll just go to multiple record layout here. Now we can preview it. There it is. So this will create a copy of a document specific to this, which is fit images proportionally. We want fit images to frames. And we don't want, we want an overlap here, so that's good. And we want to keep blank lines. Now, I want to see if this is 7. No, so we have nine here, which means we're going to want to create a margin on the left, which will be about maybe 7. Let's double that, it's 14. And maybe 10. Great, so now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No overset text was generated. Great. So that's January and lines up. So now we'll just export this to working and we'll call it January. We don't want to export it to interactive, so we'll do export and print. And we'll view the PDF after exporting. There it is. Thanks for watching, and now we'll get ready to crop the PDF and make the calendar in the next template. Hey, welcome back. This is lecture 3. So we're going to make the calendar just showing the process, not the exact final version, because this is about learning, not being exact. And we're going to just use January as a placeholder for the 11 other months. But the process would be the same to create each month. And then to outline that, we're going to combine files in Adobe Acrobat. And I'm going to crop files to images. And then we're going to merge. I don't know why it's doing that. Merge the images to 12 months with heading on Excel document. And then we'll, yeah, so that's about it. And let's open up Acrobat. Sure. Combine files. Go to working, and where did January go? Right here. And we're just going to duplicate it. Five, six, great. So this would be the 12 months if we did the same thing for each month. But we're going to, we're not going to do that yet because we want to add some features later. We're just going to make sure our document comes out right. So combine. And now we have 12 months. And we'll save this as year. And now we're going to edit the PDF. Then we're going to crop the files. So we do that by cropping pages. And we're just going to get the outline there. And press enter. We want to do all pages. Crop box. So now all the pages are there. And we can save this as now we want them to be images like the box. So these will be, they're each separate box. So we'll just call it month. Actually, we'll call it 2018. let's see where they exported to, right here. So this is what they look like. So you can rename them or not. There is a way to get the names. So we can do this, and we'll do new, and we'll format, make plain text, and then we'll just paste them there. So that way, when we create a new workbook, call it month, and then we'll say at 2018, but that's the error there, so we'll just call it 2018, so I can paste this, and then without pressing enter, we'll just, copy and paste. Here we go. So we'll save this as comma separated. We'll call it 2018. We don't need to save this. And that's it. Thanks for watching. So hopefully you get the idea of using data merge, but we're gonna see how we can make it better if we add things like holiday and so on. See you in the next lecture. Hello, welcome back. And this will be the last data merge, and we'll have the calendar by the end of this lecture. We're gonna have to make changes to a couple things, so we'll do the following. We'll merge month images with heading, and we'll export to PDF and crop heading. Heading and days to JPEG, and then we'll make a 26-page InDesign template, cover plus back plus 12 months booklet style, and then we'll export to PDF and print as booklet. So this shouldn't take long. Hopefully you're following along, and you get InDesign's great flexibility with PDF and Photoshop. It's kind of the best way to make books online. Best way to make interactive Adobe templates, because it can be Photoshop friendly and PDF friendly. You can just place them in these boxes. So we'll create a new template. We'll have the month here. And that'll be for the days. And we're going to save this as .csv. So now we'll go to Window, Utilities, Data Merge again. Since we're already selecting this one, we'll make this 2018. And this one is month. And we want to make the month centered. And we want to use, let's see if we have it. And we'll make it a color. Why not? Type, we'll call it character, and maybe it's something else. Type. Oh, here it is. Make it orange. Huh, maybe it's this one. Great, it was. And now this one we'll just put back to none. And we'll increase the size to about 22. And we'll do single record layout and press OK. Looks good. So now we'll export this. And then we'll export it to JPEG. And all these little boxes, they can just go to this little side window. Now we'll edit and we'll crop pages. Enter all, okay, file, export to image JPEG. So that's all 12 of those. And call this folder version 1. Great. And that will be for the images. We'll just put them into a InDesign template, just drag them into placeholders. So our InDesign template will just be new document and number of pages 26, facing pages, letter size, and we'll actually keep them. We'll use the landscape portrait and intent print. So maybe not. Yeah, that's better. So now we're going to use our pages box. And what's good about this is we can select all, and we're going to rotate spread. So view pages, panel options, no. Rotate spread view clockwise. So this is what it would look like. We can add a cover here. We can just use just a placeholder, 2018 calendar, and we'll add that to 72 size. And for each of these, we're going to have a square box like that. And we're going to want to center it. There we go. So now we're going to use our shortcuts. We're going to copy, Control-C, and then we're going to click on the next spread. And we're going to paste in place, which is Control, Shift, Command, and V. Or Option, like that. So we're going to do that for all the pages. And before we do too much, we're going to want to make the fitting fit content to frame. So let's copy that and do that for these. Great. Two. All right. So now it's just drag and drop for each month. So there. So that's the calendar, and then we can just print it as a booklet, and then that's the last page. So they'll print like this, and that looks good. It might be not as exact, but when you fold them, they will line up. So I hope you enjoyed this lecture and look forward to seeing what kind of things you added to your calendar, or if you've made it editable on Adobe Interactive. Just message me with any questions or suggestions on how to make the months and days easier. And we'll make a couple other versions in the future if you're interested, such as a planner template, which I've done, and some other interesting productivity tools. So I hope to see you in the comments. Hello, welcome back. So my calendar is the project we just did, and I'm going to be going over how we got to this. And right now, I expect everyone to have calendar 2018 and their calendar to look like, maybe it's here, maybe it's here, maybe it's version 2, and maybe it's version 5. Everyone should have a calendar that looks like this. Okay? And when you do view, page display, 2-page view, and you go to print, you will have this. But it's missing a page, so maybe. But either way, this is the version we have. And if we print as file, print booklet, preview, yeah, it should look like that. Awesome, right? You open it up, January. Great, so everyone should have that. And what we're going to make it look like is this. We're going to give it some things. We're going to do, actually, this is good to know if you want to do display and we want to do high quality display. So we have on May 6th, Cherry Blossom 12 to 4, Randall Bike Blessing, Bike Borough Tour. We have a 9th Ave Food Festival. We have 9:59 Twilight. We have a full moon on the 29th, Memorial Day, Coney Island opening, and then after that goes to another month, and we're going to fill in that month. So that is a recap of where you should be. If you do not have the calendar and you just want to try this part out, you can download the extra features resources beginning, or you can download the completed one at the end. Well, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture. 30 a.m. here, so wherever you are, hope you have the energy, get something which will keep you energized, such as soda, coffee, tea, Gatorade, and I actually will show you my screen. Let's see, InDesign, if it will work. How odd. Does not want to work. I'll just quit it. I'll try to reopen it. Okay, so we have our holidays page. And this is how I do. I don't have an app icon on the bottom, so I have to do Control Shift Space and find PowerPoint. PowerPoint. There we go. Reclaim my icon. Taskbar, there it is. Okay, recent. Yep, we did that. Did that. Lecture 1. Lecture 2. Calendar. Data merged each month based on Excel titled month. And, yep, we did that. Combine all 12 PDFs to crop to JPEG using the file months. So, Excel table for June's holiday, Excel table for rest of the month's holiday, and all the PDFs to months to JPEG. So let's start with June. See if I can zoom in here for you. Okay, so this is what you should have. You should have 3 columns. New York holiday. This is the starter version. The month. And I like to add the day here. Month. Day. And maybe a description. So June. And I'm actually going to be referencing these holidays from my phone because I used a calendar I found from a store. These are secret holidays, like top secret. So you're lucky you get to see these. June, Belmont Steaks. We'll just say it's early June. So you just kind of, because each year it's different, so these need to be updated. And now we are going to open this again. Excuse me. We're going to do recent. So that's what we want. And we're going to add that to our June. So it's holiday, at image, and twilight. Setting it up for you to see. And let's put this in a different workbook. And then sort. Sort data. Here's July. Fringe Festival. And US Tennis Open. Let me double check that. August 21st. I was wrong. And fringe August 12th. Full moon 26th and 11. Alright, well, that's what we'll do for this episode. Okay, welcome back. So, this is lecture 4, and what I have here is the version we were just using, calendar 2018, and we were working on this, so we had holidays, right here. $10 and $35. That's the one we want. But when we do that with this, we want the same thing, but we're going to add a couple things. So let's try to add one at a time. Let's do holiday here. See what happens. That looks good. And what's good about this is we can do transform, and we want to do text frame options and auto size, height, width. Let's just do width only, and previewing that, we will get something. Ooh, we definitely want the height and width. And then let's, oops. See, that's fine. So it must be when we add that. Let's add one more thing. We don't need you, February. We want to add a image here. I'm going to call it image 2. That's fine too. Let's get a perfect circle. And last, we'll have a text box here. Call this one Twilight and call this one image 2. See, everything's working great. That's what we want. File, export, and we're going to place it on June holiday, save, place, okay, okay. We'll worry about that one on the next one. So, now we're just going to get rid of this one and place PDF June holiday in here at 6. Huh. We don't want it to look like that though. Adobe PDF print June holiday 2. And that's what it should be, so maybe we should have used print to begin with. So we're going to delete this one again, and let's use this one, and that's better. So now we can delete this, and now we continue as usual, and we just go to home, year, blah, back to document, and then when you do that, what you do is continue to cut by crop to a reasonable size. Actually, what you'd want to do is make sure you'd be using the right thing. So edit PDF, and we do crop pages, and like that. Enter all. Okay. And then we do file, export to, image, JPEG. And as you can see here, these are all ABCD. So what we'd say is we'd start another folder in extra features and we'd call them June holidays. And we'd just start with A. So going back here, we have June holidays. We have A, page A, so just that. And now right here is something called 2018 CSV, which is a.jpg. So we're going to want that. And probably going to want this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. I'm going to take all of these and we're going to bring them over to extra features, June holidays, and now we have year days. Maybe we just want year, month, and image. And now since it's using this, we want to make sure these are A. So we're going to open actually we're just going to copy this. We know what we're doing. Everyone here knows your secrets. You don't need to hide. I saved it in the wrong file. Continue. Update data source. Preview. There we go. So we're just going to do that. Okay. And then June comes in nice and neat. Like that. So, this is basically a calendar at this point. We're going to do the same thing for July and August. And I'm going to be going through that quicker. So, let's catch up and we'll get ready for the final export. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next lecture.